All right, good morning, everyone. So we are going to work a worksheet, but we're going to break it up into two different videos. So this worksheet is the limb reactants worksheet, and there are two problems on it. We're going to work the first problem in this video, and then we'll work the second problem in the second video. So the first one, it involves just limb reactants, and the second one will involve percent yield, theoretical yield. And so now in this problem here, what we're going to do is we're going to look at how to determine limb reactants. Now, there's already a video posted for how to do limb reagents, and so this is just more of a supplement video, and I want to just give you a couple more examples to go off of, so it helps you in the long term of understanding it. So again, the whole basis around limb reactants is the mole concept and stoichiometry and the mole ratio. And so in this question, it says nitrogen gas can be prepared by passing gaseous ammonia over solid copper 2 oxide at high temperatures. The other products are copper and water vapor and nitrogen gas. Now, so that's just the basic reaction, which you can see here. It's written out and it's balanced for you already. Now, the information that we're going to be provided is a sample of 18.1 grams of ammonia is reacted with 90.4 grams of the copper 2 oxide. Determine the limb reactant, and then the last part would be determine how many grams of nitrogen gas are going to be formed. So now in the way that I approach this is I figure out, okay, so how much do I have, how much do I need, and so that's where the form here. So I'm going to erase this and we're going to put need here. All right, so we have the ammonia, which we have 18.1 grams of it, and then we have the CuO, which is 90.4 grams of it. Now the half is where you're going to take your grams and you're going to convert to moles. You're going to divide by the molar mass of the substance. So the molar mass for NH3 would be 14.01 plus 1.008 times 3, which is going to give me 17.03 grams per mole. All right, so we're going to do 18.1 divided by 17.03. That gives me 1.06 moles of NH3. We're going to do the exact same thing for the CuO. So copper is 63.55 plus the 16 for oxygen, and that's 79.50 grams per mole for the CuO. Now 90.4 divided by 79.5 gives me 1.14 moles of CuO. Now we're going to take these two values, we're just going to rewrite them over here, but make sure you include the NH3 and the CuO on the end there. All right, so now this part we're comparing the NH3 to the CuO, the reactants specifically. So we're going to use the mole ratio. So looking at the stoichiometry up here, it's 3:2. So 3 moles of CuO to 2 moles of NH3. All right, so take the 1.06 times it by 3 and divide that by 2, and that gives you 1.59 moles of CuO. Now notice the NH3 goes away here. All we're going to do is flip the ratio here, so it's 2:3 now, because we're comparing the same thing. We're just flipping the ratio here. All right, so now this one, you're going to take the 1.14, you're going to times it by 2, and then divide that by 3. So just notice the ratio flips, and that gives you 0.76 moles of NH3. Now, I'm going to compare the NH3 with what I have to what I need. All right, I have 1.06 moles. I need 0.76, so I have plenty of NH3. So NH3 is not the limb reagent. Now, we're going to do the same thing for the CuO. We're going to compare the 1.14 with what we have to what we need. We have 1.14. We need 1.59. So right off the bat, I can see that I do not have enough. So I'm going to box that in, and the limb reagent is going to be the CuO. Now, what we do is we take the CuO, being it's the limb reagent, and now we're going to use that to answer the next question, would be how many grams of nitrogen gas will be formed. So to do this, what we're going to do is you're going to take the moles of CuO, you're going to convert that into moles of N2, and then you'll take that and convert it into grams of N2. So this will be the roadmap that we use here. All right, so the moles to moles is using the mole ratio, and then you're going to multiply by the molar mass to get the grams of nitrogen gas. So you got 1.14 moles of CuO. All right, we're going to use the ratio here, which is a 1 to 3. So it's 1 mole of nitrogen for every 3 moles of CuO. All right, that's the first part. All right, and then the second part will be using the molar mass of it, which is going to be 28.02 grams per mole. Again, it's nitrogen, so it's 14.01 times 2. Now I'm going to take this calculator, I'm going to take the 1.14, and we're going to divide it by the 3, and then we're going to times that by 28.02, and what we end up with is 10.65 grams of N2. Now, so that's the answer, but I want to check the sig figs here. All right, it needs to be 3 sig figs, so this answer is going to be rounded to 10.7 grams of nitrogen. All right, so now that's problem 1 in the limb reactants worksheet. So what we are going to do is in the next video, we're going to solve the second problem in the worksheet.